words, and I will continue to come back to you on what you have mentioned, very importantly given statement. But also let's get in RVS Mani, who is in fact a former Under Secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs with us. And from that point which you have brought, I would like to ask him that as the top priority lied on how exactly this entire terror plot was put into action, and it was plotted on the directions from LET and HUGI. But right now, it is very important to understand for the MHA and the security agencies who are doing their job in the best manner to understand who were the possible targets which were contacted by these people sitting in Pakistan and other parts of the world, who contacted them, and on the help of those which was sought, then later the attack and in fact the kind of conspiracy was hatched. Mr. Mani, how would you like to pave, how would you like to pay your thoughts to this? That is it going to be easier for India now to understand the anti-social elements, as A.K. Sivach has also highlighted, are going to be identified with the interrogation that's going parallelly with Rana?
Thank you for inviting me here. General Sivach has beautifully called out, as it said, the extradition itself is a major victory, but it doesn't stop at that. David Hadley could have also been got on an extradition in 2010 or whatever it is, or even Rana and David Hadley together when the information was there with the investigation agency. But I'm not doing any political slugfest on this. But did the government in power really have the earnestness? That's the basic question. It begs an answer. The answer should go, and that answer to that could come out in Tahawwur Rana's interrogation further. I am not speculating anything. There is every possibility that even those answers could come out of that. About the antisocial elements or dignified elements or political elements, whomsoever it is, again I am coming back. The interrogation, secondly, could throw light on maybe the Bollywood's major personalities' families' involvement in helping Tahawwur Rana and David Hadley do a recce of all the targets, National Defence Academy, the actual target which happened to be this during the course of National Defence. After 1.5 years, German bakery also happened. Let us not forget that. Was that recce also used for this German bakery? There was a host of many other things which Tahawwur Rana is expected to reveal. 18 days custody they have got, I am sure, as they did not waste any time in holding on to him before producing before the magistrate. Tomorrow, from the zero date, they have already started interrogating him. It is a kudos to the present government, the earnestness of this, because the entire extradition process could have happened in 2010 itself. As an insider, I can say that, but the question is, there was no right earnestness. See, there was in fact a sense of denial on the part of doing any Pakistani, attributing any Pakistani involvement in this attack. We all know it. It's an open secret. There is nothing to hide. Major Javed Iqbal was the commander who were using these people as the pawn, who was the major player, who was totally managing the entire thing. The agencies know his full name, etc. But incidentally, I spoke the most part of his name. Having said that, whatever is Major Iqbal known as, but the most important thing is, let us take a question which was answered by the Home Ministry in 2010, 2nd March 2010, in the Lok Sabha on the floor of the House. Oral answer. It says in the part 5 of the reply, we have shared inputs with Pakistan, not all the inputs with Pakistan. And there lies the catch. It was a pointed reply, they escaped the question, but they hid the larger facts about it. Well, all the inputs, including the Pakistan involvement, shared with that, were there certain. And another very important thing, in the same question, there is a reply to the part A of the question. These are all in the public domain. I am not speaking anything which is not in the public domain. It said, Kasab has confessed to receiving help from the Indian hands. General had pointed out there are many anti-socials, etc., etc., etc. That also was set aside or brushed aside in the answer to the question. It says, but the investigation did not pursue the evidence. So that, having said that, have they given an exit route or a escape route to these multinationals in 2009 or 10 itself? We do not know. Tahawwur Rana's interrogation can reveal those antisocial elements who arranged finances upon the, because they have swam across the last few kilometers or even coming by a dinghy or whatever it is, the entire clothes will be wet. Where did they get the currency? How did they get the transport from Padwar Park to CST or other places? Taj or Trident or wherever it is, in Lippold case. Number 3 is, even the best of the navigators cannot find the precise with precision, but they found their target with precision. Who was helping them from the Indian hand? That helping hand's name may be revealed in Tahawwur Rana's interrogation. There will be, see, basically another thing. If you recollect, David Coleman was shielded by several government or whatever it is, by the ineptness or the intent of the government, we do not know. But during the Abu Jindal case interrogation, when he made a testamentary statement before the court on a online proceedings, video evidence, he also admitted that Ishrat Jahan was a terrorist recruited as per the statement of Muzammil. So the Ishrat Jahan with the livelihood which was being prevailing for 12 years in 2016, in the Abu Jindal interrogation, in the statement witness, he said that, and that said that truth prevailed. Similarly, after 15 years, what truth is going to come is a matter of $1 million question. Which political or which antisocial or which group or which Aman Ki Asha group did all sorts of things. These are all factors which I'm waiting for bated breath. What type of things may come out? These are all real brass tacks I am talking about. Let us see and see. It's very good.
All right, Mr. Mani, I think you have very importantly made your statement and also put your thoughts forward. I would like